Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we traveled to the desert world of Agrabah, where we encountered Princess Jasmine. She informed us that her father, the Sultan, has been deposed by his royal vizier, Jafar, and he is commanding an army of heartless to track down the world's keyhole, who promptly showed up to capture her from us. We fought off the heartless to buy Jasmine a chance to escape, and made our way to the only safe spot in town, Aladdin's house. Here, we freed the magic carpet from underneath a bureau, letting it fly out into the desert. This time, we'll be giving chase to the carpet to see if it can lead us to something or someone that can help us fight off the heartless. However, before we do, I do have a few grind gains and ability changes that I need to go over, because I did do a little bit of grinding off screen. So, first and foremost, Sora gained 1 level, gaining some extra defense. He also learned the powerful Blitz ability, which I decided to equip over Sonic Blade, because I find myself not really using Sonic Blade when I do have it equipped. And considering it costs 2 MP to use and I don't have very much MP to spare, I'd rather save it for spells like Cure, Arrow, or Gravity, which I would definitely recommend that you equip for what's coming up, because we'll be dealing with some enemies that Gravity can be very helpful with. Donald gained some AP last episode, and I used the gain that he got to equip his Berserk ability once again, since we don't have anything that takes 2 AP for him just yet. So, just having him all stocked out. Goofy gained 1 level and some extra HP. He also learned Second Chance, which I decided was more important than Tornado, because it'll just play into his tank role for a bit. In any case, I also did my customization shortcut for magic on Sora, putting Gravity on, an Arrow on. Just wanted to make sure that it was in the proper places, and definitely will be a help. Now, before we race off to chase after the carpet, you might be wondering what this guy is doing here. This guy was the narrator from the original film of Aladdin, and if we talk to him, we're barely scraping by. He is a shop. He doesn't have the best items available to you, seeing as this world is under a bit of dark times. Barely scraping by is definitely putting it right, only having potions, high potions, ethers, and tents and camping sets. But honestly, it seems like it's enough. It saves you a trip of going back to Traverse Town to stock up at the item shop there. High potions and ethers are all you really need from this place, so good to have. He will only show up once you leave Aladdin's house and then come back. I don't know when he disappears again, though. We'll find that out together, I suppose. In any case, we want to take the door down to the plaza here. And rather than immediately jumping down, we want to actually make use of the shutters here to jump across, because there is a chest here. Yeah, containing a cottage. That'll be at least somewhat helpful. Granted, I find that I haven't really been using cottages and tents and camping sets. In any case, with that, we can jump down and head to... Oh, wait. Hold on. What are my notes saying? Oh, well, I'll cut this out. I need to go through a certain door. Off-screen, I did clear out these areas, so I would definitely recommend taking care of that, because if you don't, hot spiders will be up here when you decide to jump for that chest. Anyway, let's go through this door to Main Street. And we have to clear out these hot spiders, because I didn't actually come through this door last time. And from here, we do have a higher position. to get to this chest that we couldn't get to before. But it contains a Shell G in a pie shape, which I have stocked up on from running through the various gummy ship tracks, so it's not of much use to me, so we'll just have to make do without it. But just so that you guys know that it's there. I think I could sell off the additional gummy ship parts that I have back at Sid's shop in Traverse Town, but I'm not going to make the extra trip. In any case, let's head out to the plaza and out into the desert. There is a save spot here, but I think it's one of the Yep, it's one of the ones where we can't go back to the gummy ship. So let's just talk to Carpet here. He wants us to come along. All aboard. And Aladdin's in trouble, and a lot of bandits showed up. Time for a fight. Okay, come on, Blitz. Yeah, that overhead swing that he does is the Blitz command.
Gosh, not again! Genie, get rid of these guys!
Wish number one coming right up.
I see. Thanks, Sora.
Aladdin, what are you doing out here?
Same old stuff. Hunting legendary treasure. Just paid a visit to the Cave of Wonders. I found that magic carpet. And this lamp. Legend has it that whoever holds the lamp can summon the...
Please, kid, leave the intros to a professional. The one and only Genie of the Lamp. Rub-a-dub-dub the lamp and have your dearest wishes granted. Today's winner is Aladdin. Congratulations.
Aladdin what?
Patience, my fine feathered friend. Any 3 wishes. Oh, 1 wish, a 2 wish, a 3 wish. Then I make like a banana and split. Our lucky winner made his first wish.
And let me tell you what a doozy that wish was.
So he has 2 left. So, master, what'll you have for wish number 2?
How about making me a fabulously wealthy prince?
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame! Why didn't I think of that? Okay, you asked for it. 100 servants and 100 camels loaded with gold. Just say the word and I'll deliver it in 30 minutes or less, or your meal's free. Hey, I'll even throw in a cappuccino.
No thanks.
Okay.
I think I'll put that on hold until we reach Agrabah.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah named Jasmine. But she's a princess, and she could never fall for a guy like me.
Oh, princess?
Jasmine?
Oh, that's right. She's in trouble, Aladdin.
What? Well, come on, let's get going.
And now we have access to Aladdin in our party. And I would recommend him if not for the fact that we still have trinities later in this world that we have to make use of. So I'm going to say keep him out of this for now. We will complete all the trinities that we have access to in this world, and then there will be a point where we can bring him in. But I would say Aladdin certainly a good follow-up from Tarzan for a Disney World partner, but we'll stick with Donald and Goofy for right now.
Ah, fresh air, the great outdoors.
I guess you don't get out much, huh?
Comes with a job. Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty-bitty living space. It's always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison. I'm lucky to see the light of day every century or 2.
Say, Genie, what if I use my last wish to free you from the lamp? What do you think?
You do that?
Genie, it's a promise. After we help Jasmine.
And we're back in Agrabah, and we have a new opponent, the large bodies of this world, the Fat Bandits. Like large bodies, they are invulnerable from the front. Unlike large bodies, who mainly jump at you and swing at you with their hands, these guys have range with that stream of fire from their mouths, or fireballs that can be returned back at them. Generally, can be a little difficult to deal with, but not very. Ooh, a camping set from a pot spider. That hardly ever happens. One thing that I would like to say about Aladdin is that he actually comes with a Lucky Strike ability, and if you chose the shield like me and are high enough level with Goofy, which he should be, he's usually higher level than Sora, you could technically have all 3 copies of Lucky Strike for a party members in this world, and that would make getting Blaze Gems off of bandits and fat bandits a lot easier. Now that we've cleared out this place, I do want to just take a few bits to say that what the voice of Genie in that last cutscene, or cutscenes, was granted by Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson. He's filled in for the late great Robin Williams before as the Genie in some of the Aladdin sequels, which I think he does a good job. But more importantly, the one thing I want to actually discuss here, now that we have a bit of a quiet spot, is that Agrabah was actually another world where Sora was intended to change his outfit to blend in, and this was ultimately scrapped. I will flash up the concept art now. As you can see, it is clearly not all that much different from his base outfit, just really cutting out his midriff and pointing up his shoes to give a bit more of an Arabian theme. I kind of like this, but it's a bit too subtle in my opinion if you were going to go with the outfit changes for Worlds. I feel like you could do at least a little bit more. Maybe add a fez, or maybe or a sash or something. I'm honestly scratching my head at what I would add to make that design a bit more interesting, but it's neither here nor there. We don't need to worry about it. In any case, after that, we should head one thing I should say about Fat Bandits is that they will also drop high potions and rarely Firaga rings. They can be just a good upgrade from our Fyra rings that we got from Red Nocturnes back in Wonderland, so I'll keep my eye out if we get any of those. And they can be particularly useful for this world, since fire seems to be very focused on this world. Anyway, after that, we're gonna head up here. And we don't want to fall off. Okay, Blitz is certainly doing a lot stronger of a combo finisher than what we were working with. Let me actually just double check. That was the alley, okay. So, we're gonna actually jump across the shutters again. Thankfully it didn't fall off there, that would have been super annoying. Okay, a Thundara ring. That'll be helpful a bit later. Let's get here into Main Street. And we're gonna want to actually drop down and destroy the Heartless in this area. And I need to stop wasting my MP. Yeah, that strong percentage is certainly helping out. Fortunately, he's invulnerable from the front and standing in a doorway, so... Oh, well, thankfully Donald and Goofy were on it. Okay, now that we've destroyed all the enemies in the area, we need to look for that pot with the board. Or, okay, I thought I had destroyed all the enemies, but I guess not. Well, at least that finisher we equipped is bearing fruit. Get out of here, Shadow. No one likes you. Okay. Up this way. And after doing so, we've reached the colored canopies in front of Aladdin's house. And from there, we want to jump from this red one to that lower door to reach a new area. From here, we'll drop down into the center of the room, and a new enemy that I didn't actually know was here, Black Fungus. These guys are a bit annoying. They do a lot of poison damage that'll hurt you over time. They have a lot of defense. They do drop a lot of money and mystery goo, so they're another means of getting mystery goo other than white mushrooms. They are invulnerable while they are turned to stone. Surprised that my notes didn't actually say that we'd be finding these guys here. Okay, come on. They do give a lot of experience, at least for the trouble that they cause. And should be okay. There is now a blue trinity here that I wanted to activate. Getting us a lot of money and a mega ether. Could probably make use of that. Now we gotta leap back up top. Destroy that pot. Didn't want to take the chance that it was a pot spider. And actually, let's destroy those just in case. Okay, and a chest. Getting a shell G with a dome for a dome. That's fine, I guess. Jump across here to get another chest. Getting a fire ring. That would be helpful if we didn't stock up on those. Let's release this. Opening yet another door, like we did in the previous episode. Anyway, with that, we're gonna return to Main Street. And we're actually just gonna... I would normally fight those guys, but I want to return to Aladdin's house. So Jafar is after Jasmine and this keyhole. Keyhole? Eh? I could swear I've heard about that somewhere before. Really? Where? Now where was it? It's only been 200 years. Well, anyway, we've got to stop Jafar before it's too late. Okay, so yeah, the peddler is gone. We've basically just gotten that scene, and I mainly came up here so that we could use the save point to restore Sora's HP. I think if we actually come back later, the peddler will be back. In any case, we will use this pot with a board on it to get back up to the awnings, and we're going to actually jump from the blue one to the yellow one.
This is it.
Yeah, I'll just ignore it. And as we can see, Jasmine and Jafar are down there, so let's go.
Setting your sights a little high, aren't you, boy? Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
Jasmine!
I'm so sorry, Aladdin.
Genie, help Jasmine, please.
One wish left. You're making this really easy, you know?
So sorry, boy. I'm afraid your second wish has been denied.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Al.
And now, I bid you all farewell. Attack!
The unassuming enemies of Agrabah have joined forces. We will want to quickly take out the pot spiders here, because if they get together with this tail and head, it'll be a real trouble, as this is the pot centipede. If they join up together, it can be really difficult to fight such a large opponent in these close quarters, so I would definitely recommend taking out as many of the pot spiders as you can possibly manage as quickly as possible. And then focus on the tail, because once the tail and head are on their own, they're really not that difficult. This fight can be a little difficult if you're lower leveled. I would recommend being around level 26 to truly get the most out of this. And unlike most boss fights, this one will actually open up the world a bit and take us all throughout Agrabah so that it can make up its body with any pot spider in the area, or rather in the city. After a while, though, I would suggest focusing down the head or tail. Generally, they're not all that difficult of an opponent. When separated, all they can do is either shine at you with the tail, spark at you with the head, or bite at you. Or just simply flail at you. To go down easy. Obtained Ray of Light.
Jasmine! To the desert! Come on, let's move!
As much as I want to, Al, we're going back to the palace gates. Because we have to take care of some enemies here. Because there was a chest here that I want to grab. And the only way to do that is to clear out this room as best as we can. Okay, come on. Once I have all the Trinity marks, I should definitely come back to the palace gates and face off with some air soldiers with both Goofy and Aladdin in my party. Okay, we've taken care of that, but there is no way to reach that chest up here, but I wanted to just clear out this room for when we come back, because it can be a bit of a pain in the butt to manage to reach the chest when you have enemies swarming you. Let's just head back to the palace gates through our initial entryway. And we will have to deal with pot spiders at least. Okay, now we can open this chest and get us a Protera chain. Not all that worth it in my opinion, but just wanted to get it out of the way. With all that done, I'd say that we better go prepare if we're going to stand any chance at rescuing Jasmine. Next time, we'll head back into the desert and give chase to Jafar, Genie, and Jasmine. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.